Well, Happy New Year, everyone. And I wish everybody good health, good fun, and most importantly, good music. Now, like everyone else over the holiday period, I was pretty busy. And I realized, here we come, time for another episode. Well, I've been really hard at work on creating a series of episodes on another classic rock band. But those episodes are not yet finished. So I thought for this episode this week, what we'd do is we'd go back through the archives, go open up the vault and pull a couple of episodes, trim them down, a couple of episodes that I did way back when, a couple of years ago, when New Year's Eve or New Year's Day fell on a day that I released an episode. So that's what we're going to do. And there's going to be one really kind of cool thing. Now I can include Spotify playlists so you can hear the songs that I'm talking about, whereas back when I recorded these original episodes, I couldn't do that. So let's start with one of the earlier episodes. The song is commonly played at weddings, but as we kick 2020 out the door and embrace 2021, I think it's entirely appropriate to be played this New Year's Eve. The song I'm thinking about was written by Chris White of the Zombies for their incredible album Odyssey and Oracle. It was released in 1968 after the band had actually broken up. You should check this album out. It's great. And the song for this New Year's Eve is This Will Be Our Year. Great song. Here's some of the lyrics. I'll be back next week with a regular episode of Bernie Drops the Needle. Until then, keep a rockin'. And oh yeah, Happy New Year, everyone. Our next episode took place about a year later. So in this episode, rather than talk about a lot of music, I'm just going to pick out one song that I think is particularly relevant as we say goodbye to 2021 and ring in 2022. So do you care to find out what song that is? All right then, let's drop the ball over, oh no, let's drop the needle. Okay, my pick for the song for New Year's Eve this year was inspired by an English Victorian lawyer called Sir Frankie Crisp. Now, Sir Frankie had a huge estate on 33 acres, a big mansion just outside of London, and he named it Friar Park. Yeah, that's right. This is the house that George Harrison lived in with his first wife, Patty, and then later with his second wife, Olivia, and their son, Donnie. And George lived there until he died. And can you believe it? That was over 20 years ago. Apparently, Sir Frankie was a bit of an eccentric. And so throughout the mansion, both inside and outside in the gardens, he had inscriptions in stone, little quotes that he came up with to inspire him. Well, years later, they inspired George Harrison. He said he was sitting by his fireplace one night and he looked up and there was a stone inscription above the fireplace. And it said, yesterday, today was tomorrow. And tomorrow, today will be yesterday. Now, George decided to write a song around this. And as he continued to look throughout the mansion, he noticed that there were two windows. And above each window, Sir Frankie had an inscription in the stone. The first window said, "Ring out the old, ring in the new." And the other window said, "Ring out the false and ring in the true." So using these lines from Sir Frankie Crisp, George was inspired to write a song that has become a sing-along New Year's Eve anthem. And that's called Ding Dong, Ding Dong. And it was released in December of 1974 on his Dark Horse album. So if you want to ring out the old and ring in the new, check out George singing Ding Dong, Ding Dong. Now, as usual, I've created a Spotify playlist where you can listen to some of the songs that I've talked about in this episode. And here's the link, and I'll also put it in the comments below. Well, I hope you got a kick out of that, and thanks for watching. We'll see you all next week, and until then, keep a rockin'. If you liked this episode, hit the like button, and you can also leave me a comment down below, and I'll respond to you. If you subscribe, we'll let you know when future episodes come out.